And we're back. Hello, guys, and welcome back to Thoughts with Gracie on YouTube. I've kind of wanted to start this weekly pop culture news rundown, so I think this is going to be the first variation of that type of content on my YouTube page. So if you're interested in that, make sure you like and follow. But let's get into it because there's so much has happened this week. Okay, it's just so much of this stuff is stupid, like the Kim Kardashian skiing thing. Like, who cares? This video of Kim Kardashian doing the most basic run, like on a ski run, of just going back and forth, how you're supposed to, has gone viral, being like, oh, she's so talented. Oh, she can do da-da-da-da-da. Half the world can ski. Who fucking cares? Honestly. Got a child on TikTok doing black diamonds, and they're applauding Kim Kardashian for going back and forth. The most mediocre thing. She dropped her makeup line, and everyone wanted the lip liners and the bronzers and all that. That's what people wanted. And she put out this basic eyeshadow palette. Everyone was comparing the eyeshadow palette that she dropped to her makeup artist's first eyeshadow palette that he dropped. And his name, it was Margot and something like that. It's just a money grab. Kim Kardashian owns one of the most popular fast fashion companies to date currently, and I would expect nothing less except the quality at which her fast fashion company is for her makeup line, if that makes sense. Don't expect high quality content as a consumer. Realize going in or buying into fast fashion. I don't see why 2 weeks after the whole thing premiered that they had the old Regina George, Rachel, whatever, and then Renee, what's her name, come on Saturday Night Live. The Mean Girls, the musical, it wasn't doing well in the box offices. Like, I know why they put it on SNL 2 weeks later. Tina Fey's losing out on money that she expected to make, but it looked and felt like a money grab. And the articles were so nice about it. That's how you know they're definitely trying to scrounge up some more cash. Normally, the box office weekend, that's pretty much where your chunk of money's coming from. And Mean Girls, they did horrible. And then 2 weeks later, they were barely up 15% of what the original Mean Girls had made. They thought that they were going to get more viewers, and that just didn't happen. And this whole thing, it's like, damn, woman. After the Jerry Harris child stuff, you think she must just be a facilitator in I don't even know what. Like, now her son's been charged with child pornography. 10 counts. It's crazy. Did you ever think that watching the Cheer Show on Netflix, that Cheer Show would expose so many crimes against children? It's wild. Also, what is going on in Navarro, Texas? Why are they, once is a coincidence, twice is not, okay? That's a pattern. That is a pattern of behavior. And it's two men under her watchful eye, her son, and then someone on one of her cheer teams. Like, what? Kim Kardashian came out as the brand ambassador for Balenciaga, and she put out this whole little, let me see if I can find the statement. She put out this whole little statement basically trying to give her reasoning around why she's ready to start working with them again. And it's like, Miss Girl, let's not pretend like you ever stopped working with them. You're still rocking their clothes 2023 after those articles came out. She was low-key wearing Balenciaga all throughout 2023, and all the articles are like, oh, after she stopped her association with Balenciaga. One, she never stopped her association with Balenciaga. What are you talking about? She literally told them, you're taking so much heat, and it's now coming back on me that we're gonna have to wait maybe a couple years to publicly work together now, because it's just, she stopped taking checks from them, but she was still rocking their clothes. She was still buddies with all the head executives. It's all about public perception, and her team was like, okay, how long is it going to take for the public to not be as angry with her over doing this. And also, I wonder how much of a check they gave her to be the sacrificial lamb and take that theoretical bullet to be the first one to come out and be their ambassador again. Because in 2023, after that 2022 weird child campaign came out in November 2022, you didn't hear anything about Balenciaga, except I saw her in Adidas and Balenciaga wear. I remember those pictures, and I can probably find them for next episode. I didn't really get the whole point of coming out making this statement, because it's you've been rocking this since, for how long? You never stopped. You're just now something big's coming. It's about to be Skims, Balenciaga. All of the vlog squad influencers and content creators that used to be here on YouTube, all of them, they're all like Jason Nash. He is in cahoots with the Communist Party, TikTok. And they came to him. I was watching this on a podcast, and they came to him and they were like, we'll help you. So that's why he sits on TikTok live and panhandles, begging for gifts, with TikTok helping push him in the algorithm, because they make 40% of the gifts he gets. And it's all comes down to save your freaking money, okay? Learn how to save, learn how to money management, financing. Gabby, you think of where they have been. And I know she had the whole mental breakdown publicly where she thought she was going on this spiritual journey, and then she was manic and all of this. I get that. And I get that she's a lot better. Being a YMCA instructor is a lot better than that downhill spiral publicly. But if you go back a little bit and you think of where she was and how high up there, the fall from up there to working at the YMCA, that's a big one. And people in her position, the ones who were famous and kind of aren't, who knew how to money management, like PewDiePie, he's got so much freaking money. Posts a video maybe once every 3 months. He lives his life. And he's not as big as he used to be. Mr. Beast is kind of taking that spot of who's popular, but it's sad to see this happen. And it's honestly an example. You can learn lessons from other people, or you can learn them first person. And I'm trying to learn them by other people and not first person, because it's a lot less painful to learn the lesson by the example you're shown, rather than having to learn it first person yourself. Take it from me. None of the Barbie fans shoot me, but is it bad to say that I think, in my head, the little conspiracy theorist that I am, some kind of thinks Barbie getting snubbed, when I'm Just Kin, you know how I'm Just Kin won over What Was I Made For, and everyone was like, oh, that just shows you the true definition of Barbie and how it is in real life, and literally completing the meaning of Barbie. That's what Barbie was for, right? For them to get snubbed again. But I honestly feel like the powers that be are doing these little things so that the point of the movie just sinks in home further. That's just the really paranoid part of me, because on the other side, this Greta could have just written such a good movie that was so realistic to what happens in real life that it's happening now. People also say you can't buy an Oscar. You can buy a Golden Globes, you can buy an Emmy, but you can't buy an Oscar. We did see it happen. It was the critics' choice that the I'm Just Kin thing won over, right? It is just a bad week to be the Kardashian family. Athlete using performance-enhancing drug isn't new. It's really shocking that it's a Kardashian, and it's really shocking that he would, when, Khloe's whole thing has been health and fitness and all of that. She hasn't steered away from the BBL. It's obvious she got one, but she did lose a lot of weight during that, so I feel like him, doping. I wonder what she's using, in her routine, or that's what my mind goes to. And that's not something the Kardashian family or people really want the public's minds going to. Am I surprised that it's Tristan Thompson? No. The man's morally corrupt. Man's been morally corrupt. Why are we confused? Why are we shocked? He has been that guy. He has not shown strong morals or values, and because Khloe's had a baby with him, she's stuck for life. It's sad for her. It sucks because he had that baby and they already had the surgery. The level of diabolical why does she still talk to this man? It surprises me to this day, and people, they want you to forget that. But Rough week to be a Kardashian. The performance-enhancing drugs he was doing was ibutamorin and SARM LGD-4033, and he's suspended for 25 games. He had to have known that this was going to pop up. He had to have known. But see, he's the type of person who's scared and won't tell anyone. So I wonder if the Kardashians found out when the NBA put that article out, or if he balled us up and told them, hey, be aware this is coming out. Because, this and the whole Balenciaga thing, rough week to be a Kardashian. And that was Thoughts with Gracie's pop culture rundown of the week. Thanks for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe. Bye.